Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Millennial Chronicles. I'm sure you enjoyed my last two videos because I did as well, and thank you for all the comments. Like it was engaging. Okay, so yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I saw a quote one time that says that travel is an investment in your marriage. I would say scrap that. Travel is an investment in your life. For the longest time when I started my 9 to 5 career, I've always wanted to travel. I would save up, I would get my passport, but I think that I could save up the money, but the problem was I didn't have people to go with, not necessarily like a spouse or something. I just wanted like a travel group, and I wasn't exposed to all these travel agencies where you can just sign up. I think that's like very prevalent now, but back then, as at 2019, 2018, I didn't think I really found much of those agencies where you can just pay, and then there's a group of people that you can travel with and have a nice time. Anyways, I've always wanted to do it, and then I was finally happy to do it. The first time I traveled was for my honeymoon with my husband. It was a very wonderful experience, a very beautiful experience. We used a travel agency, right? So of course I took leave after my wedding to rest. So part of those leave, I was able to travel for my honeymoon. My husband is self-employed, so he could plan his schedule and then take time off. So after the time we had said that, so we had part of our goals, right, in my own home, included traveling. So we decided on how often we want to travel, whether it's every year or every two years or whatever, and where we would like to go to. And our traveling also included visiting local places within the country. So for us, we wanted to have a nice time and create memories. My husband is more adventurous. I try to be, I think so, but my husband is more adventurous. But then so that people that are not in the relationship will not drop off this video. I'll try to reduce my husband, but let's just focus. Okay, so so that was what we're trying to do. So earlier this year we had been to Ibadan. We had plans of like visiting some other places within Nigeria, because I always tell people that I think for me that was the error I made. Even if I didn't find people to travel out of the country as a group, I could have done like local places, solo trip right out of the country. So what our advice is, even if you don't have the budget to travel out of the country for now, you can go to nice places. In January, for my birthday, we had a weekend getaway to Ibadan. Right, we went to this very nice resort in Ibadan. I can't remember the name now. I'm wondering why, but I'll plug it in the description box. So anyways, we went and it was really nice. It was beautiful. I've never been there before. It was my first time there. The place was giving Lakwe vibes sort of, but it was very serene, very beautiful, right? So it's, for me, I always like to, every time I'm celebrating a landmark or I have a nice holiday, I want to spend it outside of my home, to create a nice experience and build memories for myself. So anyways, since last year, myself, my spouse and another couple friends, we decided to plan a trip for this year. It was going to be very nice and all, and so we started. So for me, because I do a 9 to 5, I earn on a monthly basis, and I also need to take leave in advance. I started saving first. The first thing I started doing was I started setting money aside every month now, so that the money might even be more than what I have saved. I didn't use a normal regular bank, so that's a tip you might want to take. I didn't use a normal regular bank. I was saving the money into PiggyVest accounts. PiggyVest need to pay me for this, so I was saving there, so I was earning interest. So every month I will set aside money. I already had a target, so we did a rough estimate and had a budget for what the trip will cost us, right? So we started doing that saving. So for me, as a 9 to 5, that's what I can do. As a business person, as business comes, you can just take a lump sum and set aside, right? So, and also we already agreed on when we're going to go. We agreed on the date. We didn't just agree on the month, because it's important that you set a particular date for the trip. Else, when things are not planned, to be honest, you can eventually not do it again. So we had picked the date we were going to go. So I had when we're sending the leave dates in my place of work for the year, I had put in those exact dates, right? So I knew that nothing was going to move it. I wasn't going to take any leave before that time so that it doesn't affect that one. So that was what we did, and then we started planning. As the dates were getting closer, we actively now started looking out for accommodation, the activities we wanted to do in that country. We didn't go the route of travel agency, and to be honest, we didn't regret it. We had the best of experience, because even before we traveled, I was checking other travel agencies and the packages they had. First off, I'm sorry, I don't know why travel agencies do this, but how are you adding bomb pictures as part of the benefit I get for a travel package? I don't understand. Will I not snap pictures before? So how is it that it benefits? But anyways, that aside, I checked the itinerary of all these travel agencies, the places, you know, that they are package covered and all and everything. And what we had planned, most of them were not even on that list. So we got the best of it. If you want to go with a travel agency, all well and good. But for me, I didn't regret using a local, someone that lived in the country that I was traveling to. And thankfully, the person was also a family member. So she was more than helpful. And guess what, we also had other people that were there. So because again, if you're traveling to a place and you're going to be using the help of a local, you also understand that they have a life of their own. They're not going to be with you 247. So you might need to, if you're lucky to have other friends as well that can help you, and also try to be on your own, like quickly get your feet, get a hold of things. Something as simple as you need to have the Bolt or Uber app on your phone. Your Google Map will be very helpful, you know, on your phone, and so that you can quickly like search for places and all of that and everything. So anyways, we had all that set, and then we had planned, and then we paid for everything we needed to pay for ahead of time. So because we're going to a different country, we needed to change money, but then we needed to book our accommodation before we got there. So we had a local that we trusted to pay for us, and then when we got there, we reimbursed the person. The apartment blew my mind. Like, I'm sure if you follow me on my personal Instagram page, you must have seen it. The apartment blew my mind. I'll try to see if I can drop link to the some of these places and the apartment as well. It blew my mind. It was really nice. It was cheaper compared to Nigeria. We stayed in a 2-bedroom Airbnb apartment. In like, where we stayed was like the Ikoyi of Lagos, right? And for that price, to be honest, it was affordable. I think it was about, I can't remember, but I won't get that price even in Ikeja for a night. And it was really nice. But for them over there, they said that it's expensive, but I mean, comparing with Nigeria, it was affordable. Anyway, so we booked the apartment, and then we had, so when we had made inquiries, the local person that we knew, my family person that we knew, right, she had helped us make inquiries about the places we wanted to visit. So when we got there, we just had to call again to confirm the time, the days we were going. In fact, the activities were a whole lot. There's some places we could not even visit at the end of the day, but it was beautiful that we made the trip. While on the trip, apart from visiting places, we made our time to relax. I had my personal time to relax, to plan some of the things I still wanted to do before the year comes to an end. You know, we spent time praying, you know, just, and then enjoying the beautiful environment. So I think that what made this particular travel experience better was that we went as a group. I enjoyed it more than my previous travel experience, where it was just my husband and I, right? So yeah, we went to different places, we toured different cities in the country we went to. You know, it was really beautiful. But when you have more people, the excitement, you're able to play more games, right? We went paintballing, we did boat cruise on a very large body of water, like Third Milan Bridgewater. It was scary at first, but it was a very beautiful experience. You know, we went to a waterfall, we went to the park, you know, a whole lot of things, and we tried out like new dishes, new menu. We learned new things, we interacted, we saw the world from a different point of view. You know, because sometimes when you stay in a place, you think that's where life starts and ends, but when you experience other people's culture, interact with them, you get to see what's working, you get to see what you can borrow, what you can learn, you know, how they treat people. You know, funny how I thought that they treated strangers better, like because we're strangers, that's why they treated us well. But people, before even like interacting with you or speaking with you, they already know, like they treat you better, rather not they already know, like before they even like hear you speak, they are welcoming is what I would say. It was a very good experience. So my point is that when you want to I'm not a travel agent, so please don't make inquiries. Anyways, I just realized I didn't even mention where we traveled to. It was Ghana. We went to Ghana, but we made trips to Benin Republic and Togo as well. So we had like a three different country visa stamp on our passport. So I mean, that also helps with our travel history. So it's always nice when you go on this trip, if you can visit more than one country at a time, so you get to spend less if it's possible, and then you have a richer experience. It was really nice. It was really beautiful. So I'm not a travel agent, but from my own personal experience, maybe when I do another country tour that is outside of Africa, I might let you know. But the trip we planned using the help of people that we know that stay in that country, we had a richer experience compared to the one where we used the travel agency. Travel agency wants to make their money, right? They want to make their profit. So there's also that as well. But some give you value for money, but I don't think that for me, I mean, if I compare both, I had a better experience anyways. But let me know. Are you planning to travel soon? What country are you planning to go? What country have you gone? What was your experience like? Do you use a travel agent or you went solo? Have you gone on a solo trip before? I've never traveled on a solo trip before, whether within or outside. I've never traveled. I don't think I'm that kind of person. I enjoy the company of other people, whether my friends, whether family, whether with my husband. So let me know, what your thoughts are. And especially as a 9 to 5 person, I'd also mentioned you need to take your leave dates in ahead. Even if you're not traveling outside of the country, please do something different. There was a time I took my leave just to go and learn how to drive. Yeah, so try and do something different. Don't just stay at home, except if it's a study leave. But if it's not a study leave, please try and relax, create memories, because you've walked around the year. You deserve to rest. I also try to take my leave around periods where I can travel. I take it around major celebrations or landmark in my life. That's for me. You decide what works for you. And then when you're out on leave, be truly out on leave. So you put your out of home automated message, so that when people send you mail, they receive that, right? And they know that, oh, this person is out of office and they don't need to reach you. Thankfully, I was out of the country, and so everybody calling me, I didn't even bother to pick because I didn't roam my line, so it was going to take a lot of my airtime. So it's important, and you do your detailed handover note as well, so that even when you're absent, people know what to do. They can pick up projects that you were working on, and the business doesn't suffer just because you are away. And create memories. Take a lot of pictures. I realized when we got back that we took more videos than pictures. I wish it was the other way around. I'm a picture person, so please, take a lot of pictures. Funny how there was a picture my husband and I took when we traveled last year. Coincidentally, we replicated same picture again this year, and it was just so beautiful. So those are, like, for me, what I call souvenirs, right? So that's that as well. And when you travel, you might also want to shop for yourself, shop for the people at home. That is always a bit expensive if the exchange rate is not so good where you're coming from. Like for us now, the naira wasn't as strong as the Ghanaian cedi, so the exchange rate wasn't favorable, so we had to spend a lot more. But you can still make do with what you have fun, make memories, take pictures, and then when you come back and resume to work, you feel relaxed, and you can get your head back in the game. But yeah, that's it. Traveling as a 9 to 5 person, traveling as a married woman, traveling with a group of friends. That's my whole experience. Please let me know what your experience is. Thank you for watching today's episode. Until another one, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.